They were supposed to be the strongest defenders of the immune system, but instead, they turned their weapons on their own cells. This body had just recovered from gonorrhea. White blood cell counts had dropped sharply, so the commander of the auxiliaries sent in the killer T cells, cancer cells, virus-infected cells, it didn't matter. In front of the killers, they all met the same fate. After countless battles, Jack had grown stronger. Today, his mission was to deliver oxygen to the hair roots. The hair root is where it all begins. The cells there are called hair matrix cells. They rely on oxygen and nutrients from the MRT. That's what keeps hair alive and growing, no matter if the body is sick or stressed. These cells never stop working. That old man over there, he's a pigment cell. Wherever hair turns gray, he steps in to add black back. Watching them work so hard inspired Jack. At the park, he saw Athena, a white blood cell, training. He couldn't help but pause. The war with gonorrhea had cost her dearly. She needed to recover fast and return to duty. Jack respected her deeply, but the killer T cells, they looked down on her. They blamed the white blood cells' weakness for forcing them to take on extra shifts. Athena didn't argue. As long as there was peace, she didn't care. But peace was about to shatter. The T commander got a report. An intruder in the nasal cavity. He ordered his killers back into battle, but they had just come back from fighting infected cells. They were already exhausted. Some suggested calling in white blood cells and macrophages for backup, but the commander refused. The killers were supposed to be the elite of the lymphocytes. Besides, he had a secret weapon. Jack and David returned to the hair root, only to find fire everywhere. This was inflammation. The hair matrix cells cried out for help. They weren't under attack by bacteria or viruses. They were being slaughtered by the killer T cells. Jack and David froze. Why would T cells attack their own kind? The pigment cell tried to stop them, but one punch sent him flying. The fire raged on, destroying the follicles. Every hard-earned strand of hair fell away. The only one who could stop it was the T commander, but he had already lost his mind. Even the dendritic cells telling him to stand down, he ignored them, one by one. The hairs they had worked so hard to make fell out. This was alopecia areata, an autoimmune disease caused when killer T cells mistakenly attack self-antigens, often triggered by stress. Jack watched the devastation. He decided to deliver oxygen to keep the cells alive. But the T commander wasn't done. He unleashed the trump card, ordering the killers to release cytokines. Cytokines fueled the immune system, pushing it into overdrive. Jack called in more friends to carry oxygen. Then suddenly, metal spheres rolled in. Robots unfolded from inside. Steroids. They weren't just in the scalp. The command center had them too. Their mission: suppress inflammation, calm the immune system. When bald patches appear, steroids can suppress T cells. Under their power, the flames finally died out. The exhausted killers could finally rest. So tell me, do you know where steroids actually come from?